Hello, bead babes. Welcome back. Let's make some earrings. In this video, we will be making our Rosy Dagger Dangle kit, available on our website, beadsmakemehappy.com. These earrings are colorful, flowy, and super easy to make. This is a great project for beginners who are starting their bead weaving journey. In your kit, you will find everything you need to make a pair of Rosy Dagger Dangles. You'll find some size 11 seed beads, size 8 seed beads, 4mm fire polished beads in teal and purple, and these beautiful aqua opal daggers. You will also have ear wires, 20mm circle wire frames, and some Nymo beading thread and a beading needle. All you'll need is a pair of scissors to trim your thread and a pair of pliers to attach your ear wires. We are going to get started with 4 feet of Nymo size B beading thread. Measure out 4 feet of thread. This thread has been tightly wrapped around this spool and it is going to be a little bit kinky. I have a silly little trick for this. I like to use my flat iron, turn it on to the lowest heat setting, and gently pull your thread through the flat iron. Don't hold it in one spot too long and make sure you keep it moving. You only want to run it through once or twice and it should do the trick. If you don't have a flat iron, you could also use a clothing iron as well. Just make sure it's on super low heat. Now that your thread is all prepped and ready to go, we're going to tie it to one of the circle frames. Tie one end of the thread to the circle frame in a double knot, right over left, just like the first step in tying your shoes. This knot is nothing fancy. Leave about a 4-inch tail. We will tie this tail off at the end, but it will be a little annoying while you're making your earring. I like to hold the tail in the hand that is holding the frame to keep it out of the way while I'm working. On the longer piece of thread, we are going to string on the needle. Hide the very tip of the thread between your pincher fingers and pull it down till you only see a tiny little white speck. Lay the eye of the needle onto that tiny little speck and gently push the thread through the eye of the needle. You're going to pull this thread through, but only leave about a foot or so of tail as you pull it through that needle. Just enough to grab onto while you're weaving so your thread doesn't fall out of the needle. Now we are ready to start adding beads. We're going to be using a basic brick stitch technique to attach a row of size 11 seed beads to the wire frame. First, we will attach 11 beads to the frame and then we will string on our fringe. Pick up 2 size 11 seed beads. When using bead mixes, I like to try and avoid using 2 of the same color in a row, so pick up 2 different colors. Any 2 colors will do. Keep the beads on your needle. Pass your needle underneath the ring, right inside that circle. Pull your thread all the way through and try to keep your beads positioned on your pointer finger so the beads stay on the outside of the frame. Now that your thread is positioned under the wire frame, pass your needle in front of the frame and right back up through that last bead you put on. For me, this is the pink bead. Your thread should then wrap around the frame and secure those beads to the wire. The holes will be sitting along the outside of the frame facing out. For the next bead, you're going to pick up 1 size 11 seed bead and repeat that same process. Pass your needle under the frame. Try to keep that bead positioned on your pincher fingers so it stays on the outside of the circle. Then pass your needle back up through that same bead. All your beads should be lined up in a row. You shouldn't see any weird thread crossing over your beads, and your beads shouldn't be twisted. They should all be positioned in the same direction. Pick up one more size 11 seed bead and repeat under the frame and up the bead. You're going to continue adding one bead at a time, repeating the same process until you have secured 11 beads. You can go ahead and hit pause and come back when you have attached 11 seed beads to your circle frame. All right, I have attached all 11 seed beads to the frame. I always like to double, triple check before starting up the next step. I would hate to get all the way through my fringe and realize I messed up and have to cut it apart. So I'm checking. Now it's time to add the fringe. This design is super simple. The bottom accent beads will remain the same for every fringe. Fire polish, size 11, fire polish, size 8, dagger. The size 11 beads are the only thing that will change. These will increase by 3. Start by picking up 3 size 11 seed beads. Don't overthink the colors, just pick them up. Next, string on 1 teal 4mm bead, 1 size 11, 1 purple 4mm bead, 1 size 8 bead, and the dagger. Double check that you have them all counted correctly and lay your piece onto your bead mat. Slide the beads all the way down to the frame. Move the dagger down and out of the way. Pass your needle back up through all of the beads, starting with the size 8 seed bead. Make sure you don't miss any beads along the way. When you get to the top, pass your needle up through the 11th bead we stitched onto the frame. Pull your needle all the way through. To tighten this fringe, grab onto the dagger and pull your thread at the same time in opposite directions. This will cinch your fringe all the way up to the frame. You want to make sure that this is not too tight. If you pull a little too tight, your dagger will stick out to the side. So wiggle and jiggle it, pet it, do what you need to do until you are very happy with the tension. To get into position for the next fringe, simply pass your needle down through the next bead that is stitched onto the frame. Pull all the way through. I accidentally caught my tail, super easy, just pull it out. This is another great spot to always stop and check your tension. You want it to be loose enough to have some good flow, but not so loose that you can see thread. Lay your piece flat and pet the fringe to release some of that tension. Next, pick up 6 size 11 seed beads. Increase each fringe by 3 seed beads. Then string on the accent sequence. 4mm teal, size 11, 4mm purple, size 8, and the dagger. Slide your beads up to the frame. Move the dagger down and out of the way and pass your needle back up through all of the beads, including the bead that is attached to the frame. Pull your thread all the way through and tighten up this fringe. Make sure it's not too tight and adjust the tension. Go down through the next bead that's attached to the frame to get in position to attach the third fringe. Continue adding fringe, increasing the size 11 seed beads by 3 till you come to the middle. This will be the 6th fringe and it will have 18 size 11 seed beads. Go ahead and hit pause and come back when you get to the middle of your earring. The middle fringe is starting to get long. It's a little harder to pass the needle through all of the beads at once. That's okay. Pass it through a few beads, move them down, pass it through a few more, move it down till you get to the top of the fringe. Go through the bead that is attached to the frame, pull your thread all the way through and adjust your tension. Now we will begin decreasing the fringe by 3 seed beads till we get to the other side. Pass your needle down through the 7th bead and add 15 size 11 seed beads. Continue adding fringe using the same technique, decreasing the size 11 seed beads by 3. Go ahead and hit pause and come back when you have completed all of your fringe. All right, we are almost done with our earring. We just need to tie off and secure our thread. This is your last chance to pet your fringe and adjust the tension. Make sure you love it before you tie it off. You should be coming up and out of that very first seed bead we attached, that first fringe. Pass your needle down through the second fringe, the one next to the one you just attached. Pass your needle through all of the beads and come out of the teal fire polish bead. Pull your thread all the way through. Hold on to that dagger. Pass your needle under the fringe, not in any beads, just under the fringe. Slowly pull your thread through until it makes a little loop. Come up and over the fringe and pass your needle back down into that loop that the thread makes. Slowly tighten up this little loop until the thread hitches onto the fringe between the fire polish bead and the size 11 seed bead. Make sure that it doesn't wrap around any beads. You shouldn't see this knot. Pass your needle down through the size 11, the purple fire polish, and the size 8, and pull your thread all the way through. Trim the thread as close to the beads as you can. Be super careful not to snip your fringe. Next, we need to tie off the tail. Thread your needle onto that little 4-inch tail from the beginning. Pass your needle down through this first fringe. This is the fringe that you're coming out of. Just go right down the beads and come out of the teal fire polish bead. Pull your thread all the way through. We're going to tie one more little hitch knot between that fire polish bead and seed bead. Hold on to the dagger and pass your needle under the fringe, not in any beads, just under the fringe. Slowly pull your thread through and pass your needle down through the little loop that it makes. Slowly tighten up the little loop until the thread hitches onto the fringe between the fire polish bead and the size 11. Pass your needle down through the rest of the beads and trim your thread. Using a chain nose or needle nose plier, gently twist open the loop on the ear wires. Make sure you twist it open rather than pull it open. Slide the ring onto the loop and twist the ear wire back to secure. Go back to the beginning of this video and make a second earring. Thank you so much for tuning in and making a pair of Rosy Dagger Dangles with me. Kits, beads, and other fun jewelry making supplies can be found on our website, beadsmakemehappy.com.